Hello, my name is Ismar Hota, and in this video series we would like to get you ready to participate in our SIT trainings and certification. The following videos can be watched in any order and are self-learning topics about surveillance station. Please watch all videos if you want to participate in the SIT trainings, as the contents of these videos may also appear in the final certification questions. This video will give you a first insight into a surveillance station, tell you where surveillance station can be used, and what basic functions are supported. At the end of the video, I will introduce you to the Synology devices explicitly designed for surveillance station and the environment they are intended for. More than 10 years ago, Synology introduced the first version of surveillance station. It was first designed to centrally manage IP cameras on Synology NAS and also provide live viewing and recording access. Since then, a lot has changed and the feature set has grown. In this video, we would like to show you what solutions Surveillance Station offers, how to find the right device for your video surveillance project, and what surveillance-specific products Synology offers. Surveillance Station is a video management software for monitoring IP-based video surveillance cameras. Currently, more than 7,400 camera models of over 160 well-known manufacturers are supported. In addition, Surveillance Station supports the on-VIF profile, SNG, for communication between camera and software. So the camera models that support one of these profiles can be used and installed even if they are not on the list as compatible. Synology maintains strong partnership with the various camera manufacturers, resulting in generic drivers for Axis, Amcrest, Bosch, Dahua, D-Link, and Hikvision. These generic drivers can be selected to install recently released cameras that are not yet on the compatibility list. For information of these features of these generic profiles, please refer to the video description. Synology Surveillance Station is not only used in projects where only new hardware is used. Synology also supports IP encoders that are used to convert analog to digital cameras. Another alternative is to add camera based on the camera's own video stream via RTSP or HTTP. Please note that no camera functions can be used. Due to the large number of supported camera modules, Surveillance Station is the optimal solution for projects where cameras for different manufacturers are used. Due to the mentioned cooperation with different manufacturers, Surveillance Station provides many manufacturer-specific functions directly. These include, for example, proprietary video codecs and compression methods that allow the required bandwidth to be reduced by using various video format optimizations to update only those parts of the image in which motion can be detected. These include Axis Zipstream technology, Hikvision's H.264 Plus and H.265 Plus, Mabotic's MXPEG, and SmartStream 1 and 2 from Zavio and Vivotech. While we are talking about camera features, let's move on to the camera categories. The Surveillance Station supports all common types of cameras, such as PTZ cameras, or pan, tilt, and zoom cameras that can be controlled manually, cameras with multiple lenses or 360-degree cameras, or fisheye cameras that can be equalized in the Surveillance Station. Resolution of 4K and higher and refresh rates of 60 frames per second are also supported. In addition to cameras, the Surveillance Station also supports other devices for integration into building automation systems. The I/O modules enable the use of various sensors such as motion detectors, smoke detectors, or light barriers, and in combination with Synology's modules or directly responding through IP and HTTP commands. In addition, door access control systems and intercom systems can be installed and managed by Surveillance Station. In case of an alarm, these buildings can be evacuated with messages via IP-supported loudspeakers. This is especially important for the retail industry. It is possible to connect POS system to the Surveillance Station. Assign a camera to a cash register to see the scanned items on the digital receipt directly in the live view of the camera. Further promotion rules can be configured so that, for example, the store manager is directly informed about purchases over 500 euros. Now that you know what devices you can manage with Surveillance Station, let's talk about how to access camera in live view. We will go into this topic in more detail in the second video, where we will explain the basic functions and possibilities. There are different access methods available. The first and the oldest method is the connection within the web browser. This allows you to start and manage Surveillance Station directly from Disk Station Manager. However, since browser access is not the most powerful solution, Surveillance Station Client is available for Windows and Mac. This is separate software that you can download from our website in the Download Center or the Surveillance Station in your web browser. The advantage is that you will get lower latency and generally faster access to the system. Surveillance Station Client can be installed on Windows or Mac or run as an executable file without installation. Alternatively, Synology offers the possibility to access Surveillance Station via iOS and Android platforms with the DS-Cam app. Synology offers two types of video surveillance devices with either one or two HDMI outputs. These are NVR1218 and Visual Stations. The NVR1218 is a 2-disc NAS that can monitor and connect a mouse and a keyboard to the USB ports. And you do not need any computer or mobile device to manage the Surveillance Station. The Visual Station comes in two variants, the VS360 HD and the VS960 HD. The difference between the two models are the maximum number of live streams that can be displayed simultaneously and the output of the connected appropriate monitors. The VS360 HD supports playback of 36 streams in 720p at 10 frames per second. Two monitors can be used for playback, while one through an HDMI port and the other one with a VGA port connected. The VS960 HD, on the other hand, can playback up to 96 streams in 720p at 10 frames per second, using two HDMI ports, of which one also supports 4K monitors. However, we will go into more detail about Synology's special video surveillance devices at the end of the video. In many projects, several recording servers are used. It is very cumbersome for the administrator to connect to each of the individual servers to access camera or perform maintenance. For this reason, Synology offers Synology Station CMS, the central management system of Surveillance Station. One Synology NAS is configured as the management server and the other NAS is configured as the recording server. For example, if we imagine a supermarket chain where a security service provider needs to keep track of the cash registers of all the stores, Surveillance Station CMS can be used to configure and access all the stores from the interface of a single Synology NAS. The central management system allows a management of up to 300 recording servers with a total of up to 5,000 cameras. In addition, recording servers can be secured against failure by using one or more failover servers. In this video description, you will find the link to CMS failover white paper and the selection of a suitable CMS host. Generally, Surveillance Station CMS is covered in depth in the Surveillance Architect course with direct hands-on exercises. After all branches have been set up and cameras installed, we would like to start researching recordings. Each camera can be set up individually for the respective protection targets. Thus, camera can record in case of alarms such as audio or motion detection. In addition, cameras can generate and create permanent and manual recordings. Schedules are available to set up granular recordings, For example, sub-areas can be monitored permanently during working hours and outside working hours only when motion detection is enabled. Two functions are available for accessing the recordings. One is the recording folder, in which all recordings are displayed in a list, and the other is the timeline. The timeline offers the possibility to display a recording from several cameras simultaneously as the live view. The individual function of the recordings and the timeline are explained and presented in more detail in another video. When choosing a video surveillance system, questions often arise which cannot be answered clearly. It is often the case that project starts with a small number of cameras and shortly afterwards the need arises to use additional cameras or equipment. The ability to scale projects over years is therefore a great advantage of Synology. The large rack stations already offer the ability to run up to 128 cameras, and the recent introduction of Surveillance Station CMS allows for adding more recording servers quickly and easily. This makes Surveillance Station an optimal choice for single installations and multi-site installations. Additional functions ensure that running costs are minimized and systems are safe from failures and malfunctions. For single installation with one Synology NAS, SHA Synology High Availability can be used, which converts two identical NAS systems into one active passive cluster. In this case, one device is permanently active and is constantly monitored by the passive NAS. If the active NAS fails or services on the active device are not performed properly, the passive NAS takes over, and with a short switching time, all functions and cameras on the now active NAS are in operation. CMS failover is available for cross-site projects. This feature helps to save costs because of every recording server needs to be protected with an identical NAS. One backup server can replace several recording servers, and after the faulty recording server has been repaired and reactivated, the other server can back it up again. Synology NAS are also compatible with almost all popular UPS and also serve as a UPS server. Thus, even voltage fluctuations as the cause of a failure can be eliminated right from the beginning. Please refer to the video description on the website for a compatibility list. For small video surveillance applications, where budget is a major concern, Synology offers the NVR1218 network video recorder, a very user-friendly solution. The NVR1218 is a 2-disc NAS that can be expanded to a total of up to 7 hard drives with a DX517 expansion unit. The big difference between the NVR1218 and the conventional Synology NAS is that the NVR is dedicated for video surveillance. Thus, the NVR1218 has an HDMI output to connect a full HD monitor directly. This allows you to directly access Surveillance Station, and you can also connect a mouse and a keyboard via USB and you're ready to go. The NVR1218 supports up to 12 cameras, which can be operated at 720p at 30 frames per second. In addition to home users, the NVR1218 is designed for small retail stores as has operations such as adding an analog COM port to connect to a POS system. To reserve the system resources for the surveillance station, only video surveillance applications are available for the network VCR in the DSM package center. Thus, Hyper Backup, VPN server and the storage analyzer can be installed subsequently. In many projects, additional requirements are placed on the software to reduce false alarms or to analyze specific areas and be more precise. For such requirement, Synology has developed a DVA 3219. DVA stands for Deep Video Analytics, and it offers 4 different analysis functions. In total, up to 32 camera channels can be managed compared to the NVR 1218, and all other applications in the package center are also available. To meet the high demand of live analysis, The DVA3219 has an NVIDIA GeForce graphics card. The graphic cards can calculate algorithms for efficient and faster use. The four analyses include people counting, which can be used at entrances and exits in order to measure the visitor flows, intrusion detection, which can be configured to protect areas that are not allowed to be entered, and this area can be made as a digital fence line. You can also determine whether an alarm should be triggered by people, animals, or vehicles. The third analysis function, the no idle zone, checks whether people or vehicles are in the area where it is prohibited to stand for a long time. This can be used in front of fire exits or fire brigade access doors. The fourth analysis is the deep motion detection, which is triggered when people, animals, or vehicles move or when the camera is manipulated. In addition, the deep motion detection allows to filter changes caused by day and night, moving tree branches, rain, snow, or changing light conditions. This allows the majority of false alarms to be eliminated. The functionality of these analyses is continuously optimized by Synology, and additional analyses will be provided free of charge in the future. This makes the DVA3219 the ideal network video recorder for demanding projects where critical environments are secured. As mentioned previously, Synology offers two devices, the Visual Station VS360HD and VS960HD. These are compatible with all Synology NAS. The visual stations are the right solution for accessing the surveillance station without additional PCs. These devices are especially used in security-critical environments. An advantage of visual stations to a PC is that only surveillance station can be accessed with these devices. This is especially useful for security personnel that is responsible of the surveillance systems. In addition, the power consumption is very economical. The VS960HD consumes only 7.2 watts when playing back 96 cameras. In addition, its palm-sized design is another advantage, as the visual station can be attached to the back of a monitor using a VESA mount. The surveillance station can be controlled using a mouse and keyboard connected via USB, and it is also compatible with joysticks that can be used to control the PTZ cameras. However, the biggest advantage is the maintenance of visual stations. The firmware updates can be installed centrally from surveillance station. In addition, presets can be adjusted and layouts can be set, which are directly adopted from the visual stations. Thus, general maintenance is much easier than that of a PC. So where is the surveillance station used? In retail, here surveillance station is a powerful solution that can provide many insights into how to optimize retail problems by supporting POS checkout systems. In production, across locations, the CMS in combination with Synology's visual stations can make it easy to access the important areas of different branches and locations. In gastronomy and hotel industry, where integration with I/O modules is an ideal way to record emergency exits safely and only in case of an alarm. Opening doors in dark is another advantage to ensure further security. When replacing old management solutions due to extensive camera compatibility and support of analog camera converters, the Synology station is perfectly suited to replace the old system. Due to its simple and predictable scalability, these projects can be updated step by step. Many more requirements can be solved with Synology surveillance station. On our website, you have the opportunity to view case studies and our success stories and get a further insight. The link is as always in the description. As you have seen in this brief introduction, Surveillance Station is a comprehensive video management solution that can be used in a wide range of applications. In the next video, you will learn about the helpful tools that can be found on our website to help you choose the right NAS and for your upcoming surveillance projects.